My name is Rachel Harper. I'm 32 years old, and 3 weeks ago, my mother called to confirm plans for Thanksgiving. We're so excited to see you. It's been too long. I can't wait. Lily is excited too. She's been asking about Grandma and Grandpa. There was a pause, a long, uncomfortable pause. Actually, Rachel, about Lily. We're not having children at Thanksgiving this year. What do you mean? Lily is 5. She's your granddaughter. I know, honey, but we already have your brother's 3 kids and your sister's 2. That's 5 children. We just don't have space for another one. Space? Mom, it's Thanksgiving. Family comes regardless of space. We're trying to keep it manageable this year. You understand? No, I don't understand. You're uninviting my daughter from Thanksgiving? She's still invited, just maybe next year when there are fewer kids. I hung up, grabbed my car keys, and drove to their house to confront them about why my daughter, their only adopted grandchild, suddenly wasn't manageable. What I discovered broke my family apart forever. Stay with me. Because this story is about the moment favoritism becomes cruelty. I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. My brother Marcus is 38. My sister Jennifer is 35. We all grew up in suburban Michigan with our parents, Carol and David Harper. Normal childhood, typical family dynamics. Marcus got married at 25, had 3 kids, lives 10 minutes from our parents. Jennifer got married at 28, had 2 kids, lives in the same town. Then there's me. I got married at 29 to my husband, Tom. We tried for years to have children, fertility treatments, IVF, 2 miscarriages. Nothing worked. When I was 30, we decided to adopt. Why don't you just keep trying? My mother asked. We've been trying for 4 years, Mom. We want to be parents. Adoption is a beautiful option. But it's not the same as having your own. She will be our own. You know what I mean. The adoption process took 18 months home studies, background checks, waiting. Finally, we got the call. There's a little girl, 3 years old. Her name is Lily. Would you like to meet her? We met Lily at the foster home. She was tiny, scared, beautiful. She'd been in the system since she was 18 months old. Neglect, trauma, multiple placements. She needs stability, the social worker said. She needs parents who won't give up on her. We won't, Tom and I promised. The adoption was finalized when Lily was 3.5. We brought her home. Our daughter. I called my parents immediately. We have her. We have our daughter. Her name is Lily. That's wonderful, honey. Congratulations. But something in my mother's voice felt off distant. Do you want to meet her? Of course, soon. We're just busy right now. Soon turned into 2 weeks, then a month. When are Mom and Dad coming to meet Lily? I asked my sister. I don't know. Have you asked them? I had, multiple times. Finally, I just drove to their house with Lily. Surprise! We wanted you to meet your granddaughter. My mother's smile was forced. Oh, how nice. She barely looked at Lily, didn't pick her up, didn't engage. My father was warmer. Hi there, little one. I'm your grandpa. But even he seemed awkward, uncertain. We stayed for an hour. It felt like torture. She's adjusting well, I said, trying to fill the silence. She's learning to trust us. That's good, my mother said absently. Lily sat on the floor playing with a toy I'd brought. She kept looking at my parents, waiting for attention. They barely acknowledged her. When we left, Lily asked, "Why don't they like me?" They do like you, sweetie. They're just shy. But that wasn't it, and I knew it. Over the next 2 years, a pattern emerged. Family gatherings would happen, birthdays, holidays, barbecues. Marcus's kids and Jennifer's kids were always there, always included. Lily, sometimes invited, sometimes not. We're having a small gathering this Easter, just immediate family. Lily and I are immediate family. You know what I mean? Just the grandkids. Lily is your grandkid. Of course. But the other children, they've known each other longer. We don't want Lily to feel out of place. Christmas was worse. My parents bought elaborate gifts for the other 5 grandchildren: electronics, bikes, expensive toys. For Lily, a coloring book and crayons. She's younger, my mother explained when I confronted her. She's 5. Your other grandkids are 5, 6, 7, and 9. They're similar ages. We just didn't know what she'd like. You could have asked me. We'll do better next year. They didn't. My siblings noticed too. Why do Mom and Dad treat Lily differently? Jennifer asked one day. I don't know, but it's breaking my heart. Have you talked to them? Multiple times they always have excuses. Marcus was less sympathetic. Maybe they're just not bonding with her because she's adopted. That's not an excuse. She's their granddaughter. Technically, she's not their biological granddaughter. Don't you dare. She's my daughter. That makes her their granddaughter, period. I'm just saying some people struggle with adopted grandkids. It's not personal. It is personal. It's personal to Lily. She asks me why Grandma and Grandpa don't love her like they love her cousins. What do you tell her? I lie. I tell her they do love her, but she's 5. She knows I'm lying. The favoritism was obvious to everyone. At Marcus's son's birthday party, my parents spent hours playing with the birthday boy Lily tried to join in. Grandpa, can you push me on the swing? Maybe later, honey. I'm busy with Ethan right now. Later never came. At Jennifer's house for a barbecue, my parents brought special treats for her kids. We got ice cream, the kind you like. Lily's eyes lit up. Do I get some? Oh, we didn't know you'd be here. Mom, I RSVP'd. You knew Lily was coming. We must have forgotten. Sorry, Lily. Next time. Tom started refusing to attend family events. I can't watch them treat our daughter like she doesn't matter. But if we don't go, they win, they'll have successfully excluded her. They've already excluded her. We're just letting Lily watch it happen. He was right. 3 weeks ago, my mother called about Thanksgiving. We're so excited, the whole family together. We're looking forward to it too. Lily wants to help me make a pie to bring. That pause again. That terrible, telling pause. Rachel, about that, we need to talk about the children, okay? We're not having children at Thanksgiving this year. Adult-only affair, more sophisticated. Mom, you've never done adult-only Thanksgiving. You love having the kids there. I know, but we're getting older. It's exhausting having so many children. So none of the grandkids are invited? Another pause. Well, Marcus's kids and Jennifer's kids are coming, but they're older now. They can handle a formal dinner. Lily is 5. That's not that much younger than some of them. I know, honey, but 5 is still very young, and we think it's better if you come alone this year. You're uninviting my daughter from Thanksgiving? Not uninviting, just postponing. She can come next year. Why? Give me one real reason why Lily specifically can't come. We already have 5 grandchildren coming. We don't have space for another. Space? Mom, you have a huge house. Space isn't the issue. It's not just space. It's complicated. Uncomplicated for me. We're trying to keep the numbers manageable. 5 kids is already a lot. So you're drawing the line at 5? And Lily is number 6? So she doesn't make the cut? That's not what I'm saying. That's exactly what you're saying. You're saying she doesn't count as much as the others. Rachel, you're being dramatic. I'm being a mother to a little girl who already feels like she doesn't belong in this family, and you're proving her right. That's not fair. What's not fair is treating my adopted daughter like she's less than your biological grandchildren. Silence. That's what this is about, isn't it? She's adopted, so she doesn't really count. I never said that. You don't have to say it. Your actions say it loud enough. I hung up shaking with rage. Tom found me crying in the kitchen. What happened? I told him. Everything. That's it, he said. We're done. No more trying with them. But they're my parents. And Lily is your daughter. Our daughter. If they can't see her value, then they don't deserve to be in her life. He was right. but I needed them to know. I needed to confront them face to face. I drove to my parents' house. Alone. I rang the doorbell. My father answered. "Rachel, what a nice surprise." "We need to talk now." He let me in, called for my mother. We sat in their living room, the same room where I'd grown up, where I'd celebrated 1,000 family moments. "Why doesn't Lily count?" I asked bluntly. "What?" my mother said. "Why doesn't my daughter count as a grandchild?" "She does." "No, she doesn't. Not to you. You treat her like a visitor, like an afterthought. You invite the other grandkids to Thanksgiving, but not her." We explained that. You gave an excuse, not a reason. So I'm asking for the real reason. Why doesn't Lily matter to you? My parents looked at each other. Finally, my mother spoke. "She's not ours." "Excuse me?" "She's not really our grandchild. We didn't watch you carry her. We didn't see her born. We don't know where she came from or who her biological parents were." So it's hard to bond with a stranger's child. "She's not a stranger's child, she's my child. That makes her yours. Biologically, she's not related to us at all. And that matters to you?" "It matters," my father said quietly. "We're sorry, but it does." So, all this time, the weak gifts, the forgotten invitations, the cold treatment, it's because she's adopted? "We tried," my mother said. "We really did, but we just don't feel the connection we feel with the other grandchildren." "Because they share your DNA?" "Because they're part of our lineage. They carry on our family." "Lily is part of our family." "She's part of your family," my father corrected, "but she's not our blood." I felt like I'd been punched. "You're really that shallow, that cruel?" "We're being honest," my mother said. "You asked for the truth. This is the truth. The truth is you're bigots. You're discriminating against a 5-year-old child because she's adopted. That's a harsh word. It's an accurate word. You're treating her as less than because of circumstances she couldn't control." "We're not treating her as less than—" "Yes, you are. You're literally excluding her from family events. You're giving her lesser gifts. You barely acknowledge her existence. We're just being honest about our feelings. Your feelings are wrong and hurtful and damaging a child who's already been through trauma." "We didn't ask you to adopt," my father said. "That was your choice. And she's not our responsibility," my mother added. I stood up. "You're right, she's not your responsibility. She's mine and Tom's, and we'll protect her from people who don't value her, even if those people are her grandparents." "Rachel, don't be dramatic." "I'm not being dramatic, I'm being a mother. And from this moment forward, Lily doesn't need to know she has grandparents who don't love her. She doesn't need to feel rejected by people who should treasure her." "You're cutting us off?" my mother asked, shocked. "No. You cut off my daughter. I'm just responding accordingly." I walked to the door, turned back. For what it's worth, Lily is the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's smart, funny, kind. She's overcome so much trauma, and she deserves grandparents who see how special she is. "Rachel," but you're too stuck in your outdated ideas about blood and lineage to see what an amazing little girl you're missing out on, and that's not my problem, it's yours. I left. I told Tom everything. "We're done with them," he said immediately. "But what about my siblings? What about family gatherings?" "We'll see your siblings separately. But your parents? They've made their position clear. Lily doesn't need people in her life who view her as less than." What do I tell Lily? The truth age appropriately, that sometimes people don't know how to love adopted children, and that's their failing, not hers. We sat Lily down that night. "Sweetie, we need to talk about Grandma and Grandpa." "Are they mad at me?" "No, honey, but they're having trouble understanding how families work." "What do you mean?" "Remember how we explained that you grew in someone else's tummy, but you grew in our hearts?" "Yeah. Well, Grandma and Grandpa are having trouble understanding that heart families are just as real as tummy families. So they don't think I'm real family? They're confused. And because they're confused, we're going to take a break from seeing them. Forever? Maybe not forever, but for a long time." Lily processed this. Is it because I'm adopted? My heart broke. Yes, sweetie. Some people don't understand that adopted kids are real kids, but that's their problem, not yours. I wish they loved me. Me too, baby. Me too. Tom and I held her while she cried. The next day, my siblings called. Mom told us what happened, Jennifer said. I'm so sorry. Did you know how they felt about Lily? I suspected, but I thought they'd come around. They haven't, and I can't keep exposing Lily to their rejection. I understand, and for what it's worth, I think you're doing the right thing. Marcus was less supportive. You're really cutting off Mom and Dad over this? They cut off my daughter, yes. They're old, they have old-fashioned views. Can't you just accept that? No, Marcus, I can't accept my daughter being treated as less than. If you can, that says something about you too. I'm just trying to keep the peace. There is no peace when a child is being discriminated against. I stopped attending family events at my parents' house. My siblings would invite us to their houses separately. We'd see them, but never with our parents present. How's Lily? Jennifer would ask. She's healing. She asks about Grandma and Grandpa less now. That's good, I guess. It's sad, but it's necessary. It's been 3 months since I cut contact with my parents. They've tried to reach out. Texts, emails, phone calls. We'd like to talk. We miss you. Can we see Lily? I don't respond, because their words don't match their actions. If they truly wanted to see Lily, they'd have to first acknowledge how they treated her. They'd have to apologize, sincerely, meaningfully. They'd have to commit to treating her equally, not as an afterthought, not as a lesser grandchild, as their grandchild, period. They haven't done that. They've just said they miss us. Missing us isn't enough. Last week, Tom's parents, Lily's other grandparents, came to visit. They brought Lily a big gift, a dollhouse she'd been wanting. We thought our granddaughter might like this, Tom's mother said. Thank you, Grandma. Lily's face lit up. They spent the whole day playing with her, reading to her, making her feel special. These are real grandparents, Tom said to me later. People who love Lily because she's Lily, not because of DNA. I wish my parents could see what they're missing. Their loss. He was right. My parents are missing out on an incredible child. Lily is thriving, starting kindergarten, making friends, learning to trust. She asks about my parents less and less. Do you think Grandma and Grandpa will ever want to see me? She asked last week. I don't know, sweetie, but I know this. You deserve grandparents who love you completely. And if they can't do that, then we'll just love you extra to make up for it. You and Daddy love me? So much more than anything in the world. And Daddy's mommy and Daddy love me? Yes, very much. Then maybe I don't need the other Grandma and Grandpa. Maybe you don't. But my heart still breaks for the relationship that could have been, for the grandparents who are missing out on an amazing child, and for Lily, who deserves better. People ask me, will you ever reconcile with your parents? Maybe. If they genuinely change, if they truly understand what they did wrong. But reconciliation requires accountability, and so far, they haven't shown that. They want access to me without acknowledging how they hurt my daughter. That's not reconciliation. That's rug sweeping. And I won't sacrifice my daughter's emotional well-being for my parents' comfort. So here's what I learned from all of this. Blood doesn't make family. Love does. Commitment does. Showing up does. My daughter is my daughter. Adoption doesn't make her less mine. And anyone who can't see that doesn't deserve to be in her life, even if those people are my parents. Have you ever had to choose between your parents and your child? Have you ever faced discrimination because of adoption? How did you handle it? What boundaries did you set? Share your story in the comments, because adoption discrimination is more common than people realize. And if this story resonated with you, if it made you think about what truly makes a family, hit that subscribe button, because every week I share real stories about family, boundaries, and choosing love over biology. My name is Rachel Harper. My parents said my daughter wasn't invited to Thanksgiving because we have enough kids already. What they meant was she's adopted, so she doesn't count, so I chose my daughter, every time, without hesitation, because that's what real parents do. Thank you for listening. Remember, adoption doesn't make children less, it makes families more. Choose people who celebrate your children, not people who tolerate them. And never, ever apologize for protecting your child from people who view them as less than, even if those people are your parents. See you next time.